So let's see the quick demo of AI app hosting in Azure with the one-click deployment with the using an Azure app. So this is our application. Actually we are just hosting in Azure, and this is the dashboard as well. So let's proceed with that, like how we can deploy our application without any efforts, just one command and just got deployed with that AI application. So first I'll still recommend, if you first time visit my channel, so go to my channel, which is .NET real world example here. And in last time actually I just created this session where I just show as a normal application, that Aspire application actually, which also is deployed in Azure with the one command. And if you new to in my channel, so definitely you can learn many things like AI integration application, the front end, back end as a full stack developer, game development, mobile development. So many things actually you can just learning over here. So yeah, let's moving forward to implementation. So let's open Visual Studio or any command prompt where you can just create a new project. So I can just create a new project over here. So over here I just looking for web AI, like AI, right? So if you look for this AI, so I can use this AI chat web application in .NET, right? So that also you can just create simply using the command prompt. So I'll just use over here so that I can just run this application. So next, and just make it whatever name. So yeah, AI chat hosting. So yeah, simply I can just make it name AI chat hosting. And next, in this next, so there is a couple of things actually, so that very carefully we have to use. So one of that provider, so whatever the provider actually, there's a couple of provider. So if I can see, so there's a Git model, Olama, and OpenAI platform, right? So we will use later on this three one, but right now we will use Azure OpenAI so that I can just deploy this application directly on Azure, right? So use that, and also I'll just use this, use Aspire orchestration. And yeah, that pretty much good for the settings. And next, for create this application. So now application got created over here, as you can see, the simple structure of that web application as a Blazor, and just use Aspire as the orchestration of this application. And in here, app dot hosting, so they just prepare this deployment things, like once they just deployed, so it will just create ChatGPT mini models over here and deployed on Azure environment, and that we can use in our application, so that whatever things we trying to document search or rack search or AI related search, so it will just handle this model. So we don't need to do anything actually, just change it perspective. So what I'll do first, I'll just check this running in my local with the using the Azure deployment, right? And then we will deploy this app directly using the simple one command, that is the azd up command, right? So for that, what we'll do, first we have to run this application. So let me run this application and show what is that issue right now. So application is running. So there's two things actually they are asking over here to run this application in my local. So first they are required actually that dep container, means the Docker container. And the second thing actually, you have to that Azure provisioning, like whatever subscription actually you have to add it. So there is a way actually you can use this way, like you can just simply use the location and then provide your subscription ID, that's it. Okay, and you can just also running your Docker. So let me just running my Docker first. So it is just running here. So you can get your subscription from Azure portal, right? So I'll just get my subscription, so like for example something like that, right? So this is your subscription. And also ensure actually, I one thing actually I observe, if you use for Indian central zone, so that is actually not working. So they actually recommend only use for that that US perspective. Okay, so yeah, that what actually I will use this central US over here, right? And just provide my subscription, and whatever resource group you want, so you can just mention it over here. That will be create actually newly. Okay, so yeah, for now, yeah, I'll just keep it same. There's no changes. And once you're done, now save it. Okay, so once you save it, now see they just start to over here your OpenAI model, right? So that just trying to create a resource and all, and just create that model over there, and they will utilize over here. So let's wait for now. And here see they just try to create this ARM template, compile the ARM template, and it will just try to deploy it. So now see it's got failed. So if you look for what is the issue, now see that actually I just point out, right? So sometime actually in here, see they are asking, okay, then OpenAI model not valid for this here, and tracking ID this whatever things. Okay, and here the problem, see the SQ standard model GPT for mini actually not supported in this central US. So that is actually reasoning problem, right? So that reason actually we have to change. So that actually we want to do over here. So again, if you want to change for that, so you have to go with your application, and you can just go to right click on that, and there is a way actually the right click here in this here in this hosting project, and go to this manage user secrets. Okay, so in this manage user secret actually you can just mention your subscription and all. So in here see whatever the zone, right? So it is just mentioned, okay, Azure location zone. So that is the problem, so we have to change it. So right now actually this central US also not working, so we can use central west zone, right? And based on this actually we have to try. So what I will do, I'll just change to this, right? So this is that actually east US, so that central US actually not working, so we'll recommend I can use this one. Okay, and yeah, also you can just see the documentation actually which model actually support this reason. So that is actually very important. Okay, so now this, and just save it, and now let me stop this application and run it again. So once you change, now simply again try to run this application and see, and here I can see they start to deployment. Yeah, so now actually it is working, because now they're trying to deploy it. So first they just create a template, and then now just try to deploy. And same thing you can just check it in your Azure. So what is the deployment going on, so you can check it. But yeah, now we will just wait to complete that model creation and just configure in Azure, and then we can see that application how actually integrate in our AI in my our web application. Perfect, now you can see all that actually model is running properly, and also that a that web application which is integrate AI. Okay, and simply if I just open this, so definitely I will get one error actually. See, this is that actually that web template, this AI template actually have this error in .NET. So I just fix it in previously also, and show what is the issue and why it's actually fixes. So yeah, it's for now. For now actually what I'll do, simply stop this application, and I'll show you what that issue. So issue is in my component app that razor and this render actually. So there's a two render together, like no head outlet and router. So that is actually problem in this template. So we can just simply save it, remove that, save it, and now run it again. And here, yeah, now it's running again. And if I just run this, perfect, now my application is running properly. There's no issue. Same thing we can check in my trace section. Yeah, application is properly running, there is no issues. And that thing I also see the console application, list console here. So all that application is running properly, and now we will try to test. So first what we will test actually, this is actually RAG application along with the AI, right? So if you want to search from this particular document, so you can just search as well. So let me ask first question, like what is the survival kit. Okay, so let me ask like what. So now see they get that response. Actually this first time once you run, definitely it will take little time, not a more than, but yeah, it will take a few seconds. So yeah, I just get that information using this document, like whatever information you have. So that I just getting, and now I just new session, and if I just ask from that newly, so perfect. Now see, I'll just ask, okay, first C# program, so it's just giving that information. So I think whatever information actually their model have, so they will just provide. So based on that your model, right? So currently we are using that mini model. So yeah, might be sometime does not have the information, but yeah, that we can check like how actually working. So if you go to the trace section, and once you are trying to search and all any AI related things, now see, they are just call this OpenAI, and in this OpenAI actually it is just properly response this GPT-4 mini model, right? So if you go to the response, see, this is that actually the create a first program, and this will be just response, and yeah, that pretty much good here. And yeah, here, see, so yeah, I think that is properly working fine is a local. So that we will try to deploy my application in my Azure hosting, right? So let me just close everything, and here, and nothing we have to do over there. What I'll do, simply right click on that, and go to that open explorer, because I just open this root folder. Where is root folder? Yeah, this is my root folder, right, in this project. And I can just open a command prompt, and let me just clear that, and let me little zoom it. And in here I can just use SGZ and initialize. Okay, so first I'll just initialize so that they can scan directory, and based on that actually they create a template. Next, simply I can just confirm, initialize my app, hit enter, and I can just set that environment. So whatever environment you want, so I want to a new, so it is a AI chat app hosting, right? So I can just make it whatever environment name and hit enter. So now your environment file got created, like that pipeline got created, and it will just deploy it. So simply I can use this command. So yeah, simple, I can just clear again and use that AZD up. Now they are asking to choose your subscription. So yeah, I'll just use my subscription. And yeah, definitely this is an important point, the location, because that location whatever model we are using, right? So that model definitely it work only that east or best US, right? So yeah, not central India, East Asia. Yeah, here I can just choose that best US, right, and hit enter. Perfect. Now they just get started. So if you go to this link, and definitely it will show that whatever resource group and all they just created. So it will just start to creating, and once you're done, now it will just provide your applications. Now see, all that resources and container actually got created properly, and now they are just trying to final deployment. So first, our web application actually got deployed. I can see over here, and they're just giving this endpoint as well. And second, actually, they're trying to deploy our markdown service markdown. So yeah, let's wait to that also. And yeah, finally, all that is done within this year, and just taking time also. See, the actually for the TI deployment and all, definitely it will take time. So it is taking 7 minutes to deploy it. So yeah, let me try to open this. Okay, so if I just open this, and I can see I am getting one error, right? So this is tell actually 404. So what is that actually? So it is just because of, see, it is just deployed, right? And it is just 404, just because of it is just using internal only. We have to expose this endpoint as external. So how we can do that? So what was the fix for this? So simply go back to your application. So yeah, this is my application, and in here if you go to this app host project, if you scroll down, see, I'm not exposing this application. You can use HTTP, yeah, with external HTTP endpoint actually that we want to expose over here. So once you expose this, so now actually forcefully we are telling, okay, whatever application actually now I'm exposed to external endpoint, so that I can easily use this outside of the container or outside of the environment, right? So simply I can just save it again, go back to here, and nothing you have to special, just up again. And now whatever the changes, they will just get the changes and deploy it again. And now we are able to see that should work properly. So let's see. Okay, perfect. Now see, again just deployed with this 1 minute, because there is a no change, nothing is a special, right? And if I this time just open this, and I'm able to see my application got loaded properly. I am able to see this application. So that was the issue, and that was the fix. And now I just want to check like how actually working. So first I will just check like, okay, just normal question like, okay, how to write C sharp program. So yeah, let me check first this normal questions. So here now see, I can see that output. So yeah, now it's fine. Now if I go to here next chat, and if I just ask related to this GPS or document, or this emergency kit. So yeah, let me ask what is GPS watch, and see how they get that response from this particular document and give that answer. Now see, I'm just getting that answer from that itself document. So that also you can just check itself in here. So if you go back to here, and this is my dashboard as well. So let me just open this dashboard. So that dashboard or application, see, it is just got deployed on your Azure as well, right? And here you can see that trace and all. So all the trace you can just find over here, along with whatever the request actually we just proceed, and where actually that LLM call, our OpenAI and call. So everything actually you can just check it over here. And yeah, pretty much good. Also see the console, that all the application is properly running up to here or not. So yeah, so that everything we can looked here. So see, everything is here. So yeah, I think that pretty much good for deployment, right? So that's the way actually you can just simply just deployment this complete uh, dashboard things, with the dashboard along with the AI application, without any additional efforts, just one click deployment over here, right? So yeah, that pretty much good for this one. Thank you, have a nice day, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share.